Hello, Walton County. I'm Derry Boyd, Tax Commissioner. I know this spot is usually reserved for Kevin, but he's given me the opportunity today to come and share some information with you that's vital to the county and the new tag laws that are about to take place on March 1st. So we'll go ahead and get started. House Bill 386, tax reform legislation, is titled ad valorem tax, passed by the Georgia General Assembly in 2012. Title ad valorem tax is one part of a larger initiative to spur economic growth. What's not changing? Vehicles currently owned will remain subject to the birthday ad valorem tax. Non-title vehicles will not be subject to title ad valorem tax. 85 and older vehicles that are not required to be titled, trailers, pull-behind campers, mobile homes. All annual registration requirements still apply. Titled vehicles which are self-propelled will be subject to a 6.5% title ad valorem tax. The title ad valorem tax will be due at the time of title and registration. All changes in ownership trigger payment of title ad valorem tax. The rates that will be applied for 2013 will be 6.5%. In 2014, that rate will increase to 6.75%. In 2015, the rate will be 7%. In the years 2015, 18, and 22, the State Revenue Commissioner will analyze revenue being generated by the tax. If necessary, then the rate can be adjusted to 9%. Dealer and business purchases on March 1st, 2013, new or used vehicles purchased from a dealership or business will no longer be subject to the 7% sales and use tax nor the birthday ad valorem tax. Here's a comparison of the current system versus the new system. You have a $35,000 sale price with a $15,000 trade-in allowance. You have a $20,000 taxable value. You pay the 7% sales tax. The ad valorem based on the current millage rate is $496. In 1 year, you're going to pay $1,896. Under the new system, with the same scenario of the sale price, trade-in, and taxable value, title ad valorem tax that you'll pay will be $1,300. In that first year alone, that's a $596 savings, plus the annual ad valorem tax in future years. Casual sales, currently vehicles transferred between individuals are not subject to sales and use tax, only birthday ad valorem tax. Under title ad valorem tax, all changes in title ownership trigger the 6.5% title ad valorem tax, which is collected at the time of the initial registration, and the birthday ad valorem tax goes away. Some examples of casual sales and the fees that will be paid: you're always going to pay your title fee. You're going to renew every year for $20. If you purchased a $2,500 vehicle, that title fee at 6.5% will be $182.50 that will be paid at the time of registration. You can see the $5,000, you're talking about $325, $7,000 is $455, and so on. Fair market value, how will it be determined? Fair market value of vehicles will generally be the same as the fair market value used in the current system. Average of current wholesale and retail values as designated by the Department of Revenue. Casual sales title ad valorem tax will be calculated based on fair market value or sale price, whichever is higher. Family transfers and inheritance. Immediate family or inheritance is defined as spouse, parent, child, sibling, grandparent, or grandchild. Vehicle can remain in the birthday ad valorem system, or you can elect to opt in at full title ad valorem tax. Vehicles already in the title ad valorem tax will have to pay a 0.5% title ad valorem tax rate. Both parties will be required to sign an affidavit to certify a family member. Opt-in provisions, how does this work? Vehicles purchased in Georgia between January 1 of 2012 and February 28th of 2013 may elect to opt in to TAVT prior to December 31st, 2013. There is a provision in House Bill 80 that would allow that opt-in period to be extended until February 24th, 2014. Credit will be given for any sales and use tax and birthday ad valorem tax paid on vehicle. How is the opt-in calculated? Purchase from dealer or business, 7% sales tax paid at time of purchase, then possibly a birthday ad valorem tax paid during the year. Vehicle can be opted in for no additional fee. Casual sale, no sales and use tax has been paid, possibly a birthday ad valorem tax paid during the year. Vehicle can be opted in for the 6.5% rate, less any birthday ad valorem paid during the year. You can go to eTax, www.etax.dor.ga.gov, and look at the state's online calculator. Fill in the information and it will tell you what you owe. Vehicles purchased from out-of-state dealer. Currently, Georgia has a reciprocal agreement with other states for states' sales tax paid in their state. Any sales tax paid will be credited to the amount of sales tax due in Georgia. Title ad valorem tax is not a sales tax, therefore if a vehicle is purchased from an out-of-state dealer, any sales tax paid will not be credited toward the 6.5% rate. New residents to Georgia at the time of titling and registering a vehicle are required to pay title ad valorem tax. 50% must be paid at the time of initial registration, and the remainder can be paid within a 12-month period. Welcome to Georgia. For example, a 2011 Ford Explorer valued at $26,875. You can expect to pay $18 in title, $20 registration, $1,746.88 in title ad valorem tax. A vehicle valued at $12,575, title ad valorem tax is going to be $817.38. 2004 Honda Accord valued at $7,850. You get $510.25. So these are some examples of what to expect for the people moving into Georgia. Lease vehicles. Leasing companies will pay, which I understand now has changed under House Bill 80, 4% title ad valorem tax. The entity or individual leasing the vehicle will pay sales tax monthly on the lease payments. Donated vehicles. Donated vehicles to 501c3 nonprofit organizations will pay a tax rate of 1% of the fair market value of the vehicle when titled in the name of the nonprofit. For more information, you can visit the following websites, and it'll give you some good information that you can look over and maybe answer more of your questions. Fair market value, how will it be determined? Fair market value of vehicles will generally be the same as the fair market value used in the current system. Average of current wholesale and retail values as designated by the Department of Revenue. Used motor vehicles not listed in the current motor vehicle manual. They will be the higher of the bill of sale or value from a reputable used car market guide designated by the Revenue Commissioner. New motor vehicles not currently listed in the Motor Vehicle Assessment Manual that have never been subject to public sale will be based on bill of sale, less any rebate, and before reduction of trade-in value of another motor vehicle. I'd like to point out that House Bill 386 is new for us as well as it is for you. We ask for your patience as we work through the changes. Although March 1st starts the opt-in period, if you're eligible to opt in, we ask that you do this when you renew your tag if possible. This will save you a trip and help with the long lines. I'd also like to give a special thanks to Bruce Williamson, our local state representative, for his work on House Bill 80 that modifies the new title tax. These changes will save consumers money and make administration on our part a little bit easier. I'd also like to offer that if you have any questions, feel free to call me at 770-266-1760. I would like to thank you for the privilege of being able to serve as your tax commissioner. And if all of this seems to be confusing, go to the websites that were on the video, waltoncountytax.com, and view those, and I believe it'll help you.